KREX 5 News at 10 p.m.
Good evening, and thank you for watching KREX 5 News at 10 to wrap up your weekend. I'm Austin Sack. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in partnership with Colorado Department of Public Health and the FDA, are investigating a multi-state outbreak of Salmonella that, at last report, has sickened 102 people in 14 states. Colorado was heavily impacted, with 82 of the affected people living in 14 Colorado counties. The cases have been linked to seafood manufactured or processed by Northeast Seafood Products. Many of the products that have been recalled were sold to restaurants, Albertsons, Safeway, and Sprouts supermarkets in Colorado. A full list of recalled products is available on the FDA's website. Consumers, restaurants, and retailers should not eat, sell, or serve any recalled seafood. The FDA recommends that anyone who might have purchased recalled products should check their refrigerators and freezers and dispose of any recalled products. As we close in on another year, the risk of wildfires continues to be a concern. The Western Slope experienced fewer wildfires this year than in 2020, but wildfires continue to pose a threat to other parts of the West, such as Washington, Oregon, Utah, and California. KREX 5 Chance Stickland spoke with a local fire expert to discuss a new project that the Grand Junction Fire Department is actively involved in to help our neighbors to the west. And he now joins us live in the studio with more. Chance?
Austin, fires harm our houses, public lands, and our precious wildlife. Recently, wildfires have spiraled out of control in the west. The Grand Junction Fire Department is teaming up with national agencies to provide relief where it is needed. As of July, 337 wildfires have burned in Colorado. 7 of those burned over 1,000 acres for a grand total of roughly 33,000 acres torched in the state.
Fire is a normal part of Western ecology, and it could be us. So even if we're getting impacts from other Western states, it should keep us mindful that we still have responsibilities at home.
The responsibilities of a first responder are difficult and dangerous, sometimes often deadly, but the mission remains the same: serve and protect the communities they wake up every day to. Extreme drought conditions across the West have forced crews from all over the U.S., including right here at home, to deploy crews where help is needed. One spot, Southern California.
With the Brush 6 deployment, they're really focused on early detection and early suppression in these extreme conditions.
Crews consist of 4 members packed with technology to help them look out for fire starts and other ways to reduce the threat of flames.
They are in the San Bernardino National Forest, and they're there kind of on standby so that when a fire is detected, with that early detection, they've got crews that can go in, provide initial attack on that fire.
Fire officials say fire seasons are turning into fire years. Crew members are deployed for 2 weeks, leaving behind loved ones to help a lending hand elsewhere.
All of our crew members on the Wildland team, they are dads and moms and sisters and brothers, and when they get that call for 2 weeks, they have to pick up and leave.
The call that keeps on ringing could be seconds away from a life-changing experience. Thompson Ellis also told me mitigation and thinning of fuel such as trees at home, especially if you live near or around forests during the late fall and into the winter, will help reduce fires. In California, crews currently continue to try to mitigate or help reduce the Estrada fire and are making good progress, as you can see behind me in our monitor. But questions still remain on how the prescribed burn ended up getting out of control. Look at this on the screen behind us, folks. To gain a better picture of what crews are up against, Lisa Principe reports with more from Santa Cruz, California.
A scary sight for those who live around Mount Madonna after a controlled burn scheduled for Friday at the Estrada Ranch got out of control.
Towards the end of the afternoon, they had finished off as a strip that caused some embers to go across the line.
We asked CAL FIRE why they would schedule a prescribed burn when the weather has been so hot and windy on the Central Coast. Watsonville hit 89 degrees on Friday.
When we're doing the burns, we're looking to meet certain objectives, and in order to be able to meet those objectives, we need to burn when the fuel burns well. Certainly in the afternoon, you see the temperatures go up, the humidity goes down, and winds increase. So that was occurring throughout the day, and so You know, they were at the limit of the prescription, I would say, but they weren't out of prescription.
I spoke to a resident who didn't want to go on camera. He says he noticed flames from the controlled burn die down Friday afternoon before reigniting as the winds picked up.
In the redwood forest where there's some steeper ground, you get those fuels that start rolling and then they start fire below it. So that does contribute to the fire growth that we're seeing in the trees.
Crews have been working throughout the night to keep the flames from spreading even further. Multiple planes and ground crews from all over the area have been brought in. No more evacuations are expected as crews mop up this fire.
And coming up this week, join the City of Grand Junction for a community discussion to talk about issues that are important to you at home. City Council member Abe Herman will be available to hear from residents and to engage in meaningful conversation about city matters. This event will take place at Lunch Loop Trailhead off Monument Road on Tuesday, October 19th at 5 p.m. Residents are encouraged to bring their bike and enjoy the trails with Abe following the event. The meeting is an informal come-and-go setting and does not require an RSVP. Winter sports enthusiasts, grab your goggles. Arapahoe Basin has opened for the 2021-22 ski season, marking the official start of Colorado ski season. Snowmakers at A Basin have been running snow guns since last Saturday, but recent storms offered some help to get to opening day a little bit sooner. At this time, A Basin will be running one lift, the Black Mountain Express, with access to one intermediate run. The ski area will then continue to be open from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.